Gemini, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors. I know the camera's not broke. I just wanted you to see the table as I see it before I flood it with lights. It is so pretty. And I do love my China pumpkin in the middle there. I picked that up last year from a nursery. So if you are looking for China pumpkins, I think he was about £15, and he was the medium size one. So there was one a lot bigger that I think was about 25, and then there was a really tiny one that was probably about 8 or 9 quid. So yeah, so the pumpkins are out there, they're out in force. Go and have a look. I've got a little house here and the light is on, but I think I've just left the light on because I couldn't get it out. Yeah, so that's what the table looks like. I'm just going to turn the light on because otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. So over the back here, and some of it you might not be able to see, but over the back there I've got some little pictures of pumpkins and witches and all sorts of things. And this little, for those of you that are in the UK, this came from Dunelm. And it's a little photo holder. So I've been using it for the cards. It's very sweet. So because it's October, we have got a solar eclipse in Libra. I think we've got a new moon in Libra as well. But I think the full moon is in Aries. And like I said to Libra, oh wow, if you're involved, you're an air sign, you're involved with an Aries, this month is going to be a little bit on the hot side, I think. So just be aware. And then when I say hot side, it's passion and desire that they put forward. They're a fire sign. And what happens is as a air sign, you fan their flames. You fan their flames. Hold on, lovelies. Just going to make a quick coffee, and that can be cooling down when I'm doing your reading. And all air signs will feel the same. So it's quite hot and steamy. And, you know, when we say passion and desire, it can be positive, negative, or indifferent. Just saying, don't want to burst anybody's bubble. So the cards we're using for October. Oh, and we've got Halloween, haven't we, at the end of the month. So Halloween, Samhain, All Hallows Eve, however you want to depict it. For us witches, it is the time when we honour the people that have passed on before us, our ancestors. And you know, the veil is the thinnest between the two worlds, and we very often invite our ancestors in to have this celebration with us, and they're happy to come across and help us celebrate, definitely. So how do you invite them over? When you carve a pumpkin or a turnip or a swede with your own hand, no sort of like templates or anything like that, just do it in your own hand, because that's your signature to let your ancestors know where you are. So yes, so that's how you do it. Rosemary, if you're gonna have a little fire this year, and do it safely, please. It's not have any bloody major fires. Rosemary is the herb for remembrance. So when I get the fire going and I'm just remembering people and things that we got up to, and maybe somebody that my mum or dad have told me about that passed long before I came to the planet, I will call their names as I add some rosemary to the fire. It smells divine, but it also piques their interest, especially those ones that you never met. So that's what we do. So in your reading, we are using the Samhain deck from the Seasons of the Witch. We used it last year. It's a fabulous deck. It is a little bit cryptic, shall I say. We're also using the law of positivism, because I really like this deck. I bought it sort of like on a whim, kept looking at it, then I saw the video of what the lady was telling about the deck, and I was like, oh, I like that. And I really like this deck, really like this deck. So yeah, it's been a really beautiful addition to the energy cards. So can I have an energy card, please, for Gemini for October 2024? Must be in there somewhere. I am not taking that many. Don't be daft. Just looking at some of my crystals, and oh, I am taking that many. Just looking at some of my crystals, and some of them are extremely pretty. I love a lot of points. I love a lot of quartz, because whatever crystals, isn't that pretty? That is just phenomenal, that paste. That's crackle quartz. It's beautiful. There's lots of rainbows in it. I was very lucky to get that piece. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the points. The reason I like a lot of quartz with points, quartz kind of, it gives that magnifying effect to the other crystals. So whatever crystals you've got on the table, whatever crystals you've got around with you, if you've got a piece of quartz, and it doesn't matter how big it is, I've got some tiny pieces as well, doesn't matter how big it is, it will just help magnify the energy of the other crystals, and that's why I like it. And I do love this piece. This is lemon quartz. This is a beautiful piece. So I don't know what made me say that. There must be somebody out there that needed to hear it. And if you're not into the clear quartz or the lemon quartz, you've got things like strawberry quartz. This is beautiful, absolutely stunning. I can't remember what else I was going to say, so I've got another strawberry quartz over there. But quartz comes in so many colours, and they're not dyed, funnily enough. That lemon quartz is not a dyed quartz, it is a natural quartz. They are more expensive than the clear ones, admittedly, but perhaps, Gemini, it's because you need the clarity. Just saying. Let's see what the cards have got to say. All Hallows Eve, it's the number one. Now, for those of you that don't know, All Hallows Eve is when we celebrate the ancestors. But on the 1st of November is our new year. You've got the number one. Call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast the unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. Now, did I get this for Libra, or was it one of the others? But what I got from this, and I'm still getting it, is it's calling upon the ancestors for those people that have passed over, that you've not had the chance to put something right with them. Now, it could be something that they did, it could be something that you did, it could be something you both bloody did. But this is what it's saying. It's call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. If you get sleepless nights over a particular person, past or living, cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. So there is something that is unforgiven, that is absolutely disturbing you. And what it's saying is allow yourself a new beginning. If you haven't got the muster to forgive the other person, forgive yourself. And that, I know people are going to be screaming at the screen right now. There's a reason for that. It's not because you're at fault, it's because you had a part to play. And it doesn't matter what part it was, but you need to forgive yourself. A lot of children that go through abuse blame themselves because they keep saying things like, if only I was better, if only I hadn't been naughty, if only this and if only that. It's nothing to do with a child. It is nothing to do with anybody else. But by forgiving yourself for whatever it is that you feel was your part to play, releases you from the binds that hold you to that unforgiveness. And you will release it and you will let it go and you will feel so much more incredibly better because of it. I've got quite a few cards here. Number 17, add it together, it's an 8. Look at that beautiful lotus flower. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's got the flower of life in the background there with the light coming through. My thoughts are empowering and loving. I guess that's where you need to be after the unforgiving. A 48, add it together, it's a 12. Add it together again, and it's a 3. And you've got the triple face of the goddess, or the triple face of the moon. You've got the owl for knowledge and wisdom. And you've got this long hallway which takes you to a triangle. This is the passageway of knowledge from the Akashic records. The divine is always supporting and guiding me, whether you know it or not. And I don't really differentiate between anybody's divine. It doesn't matter who your divine is. You know that my divine is a goddess or a god. There's other people that have got Buddha, Allah, Jesus, whoever it is that is your divine. Just know that they are always with you and they're always supporting and guiding you. It's a lovely card, 44. Now, you don't add those together because 44 is a prime or a soul number in numerology. Now, this card is depicted in another deck that I've got, but in a slightly different way. And there's this beautiful wolf with its human, and the wolf has got the human's back while he's in prayer. In prayer, I commune with the universe as my dearest friend. So just know, whatever you believe is out there, act as if it is your beze, your best friend, your best mate, whatever you want to call it. Approach it like that. Something to be trusted. Something that is just going to have your back no matter what. You got a number 2. Oh, look at this card. I've not seen this one before. You've got the green here. Now, the green is very healing. You've got the sun for success and happiness. And then you've got this beautiful horse and this young girl. I think those flowers are daisies or lazy Susans or something. As I heal my mind, I heal my body. And last but not least, you've got number 5. And this is a really busy card. You've got a settlement on the side of a mountain. You have got the moon. You have got roses. You've got this beautiful creature with a babe in her arms. I listen to the voice of my body and it lets me know exactly what I need. Oh, Gemini, that is really nice. So, my darlings, let's have a look at your reading. What started the WTF for Gemini? Thank you. Facing your fear and taking your power back. Movement and journey. Oh no, it's not. That's your manifestation and wish fulfillment. Bit of a blooming story there. Now it's the movement and journey, please. What can Gemini do about this situation? Oh, okay. Just move that out of the way. What's out of their hands? What is the universe helping you with? Another bit of a stride. I'd go and make a cup of tea if I was you. Going to be here a while. Reconnecting to your true selves for Gemini, please. Another story. The outcome for Gemini, please. Okay, darling. So, bit of difference of opinion. Two of the Thames coming in. There is something that is going on around you that has just got a difference of opinion. You're in conflict about something. And I get all sorts of messages with this. But when I don't get a message, I keep it to the baseline. The baseline is for this. Walk away. Walk away. Go and do what it is that you think you need to do. Let the other person do what they're going to do. And see if you can meet up somewhere in the middle. Because it's no good keep flogging a bloody dead horse. You can stay in conflict for just about ever. Somebody's going to end up either compromising or just getting pissy about something. My suggestion is just walk away. Let them do them and you do you. Simples. Oh. So facing your fear, you got the Five of Thames. This is a transitional card. And at long last, you're able to make the choice that you want. But there is still somebody around you that's coming along going, no, 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 try this one. And you're like, no, I want this one. Facing your fear is that resolve to stand firm. That's the transition you are going through, is letting this person know that you have made the decision, you've made your choice, and that's what you're sticking with. That's you facing your fear. Taking your power back, you've got the Page of Wands coming in, showing you magically how to move obstacles out of your way. And the magic is in this transition. Because this person, after a couple of times of trying, will let it go. That's the magic behind it. Very nice. So your manifestation, wish fulfillment, and why it may be fucked. Oh, Lord above. Okay. So you are manifesting. You've been planning a harvest. You've been sowing the seeds. And now you really want to bring this harvest in. You really want to see what goodies you've got at the end of this manifestation. And in comes the Ace of Chalices. You've wanted a new beginning that is going to make you happy and joyous and love yourself without the complications of relationships. So this is all about you filling your chalice for you, for your wants and needs, not to hand out to somebody else, for you to keep hold of, because it's your wants and needs, your chalice. It's the overspill from the chalice that then feeds the two lilies. You've wanted some sort of resolve, the Nine of Pentacles, is a resolving, as much that it is a wish fulfillment that's come round. The bills are being paid. People have got clothes on their back. There's food in their tummies. It's not quite a tense. There may not be an awful lot extra left over, but everybody seems to be quite content for this moment in time. So I guess from that card that you want a little bit more than just being able to meet the bills and survive. What you want to do is have a life and exist. And then you've got the High Priestess coming in, and she is highly intelligent, highly intuitive. She draws energy from the moon. She's in the stone circle for protection, and she is this one that just thinks really wacky things. She adds to that cauldron through her intuition. And what this card comes in and says, listen to your intuition. Your wishes are there somewhere. You just haven't noticed them because you're not thinking. And I hate this term, so please forgive me for using it, but I can't think of anything else to say. But you don't think outside the box enough. See, I threw the fucking box away. I don't have one. I just think. But it's almost like there is a box for you, and it's sort of like you don't ever stray from that box. It's like you're very stuck in how you think and feel. And this beautiful creature is saying, no more. You need to think with your intuition, your gut feeling, and know that that moon is going to illuminate for you what it is that you need to know. And what you need to know, it's about time you took a leap of faith, and that is thinking outside the box. Whatever it is that's presenting to you, whatever it is in this harvest that you've wanted so desperately, it's now time to take that leap to get what it is that you want. It just is. In comes your options, choices and blessings. And what this card tells you is all those wands are identical. There's no difference between them. None. But you've still decided to step on a stool over a fire to reach up for one. Why did you do that? This is putting yourself at risk. Why didn't you pick the bottom one and then flick off the one that you wanted? See what I mean about thinking outside the box? Yeah, that's me all over. So just know that with your manifestation and wish fulfillment, there may be a lot going on in your head and flitting backwards and forwards from various different things. Whereas manifestation, when I'm manifesting, I try to leave it really open if I can. Obviously, if there's something particular that you're manifesting, I try to do that. But I honestly, really do try to leave it as open as I possibly can. An open-ended desire. A surprise, if you like. I know a lot of people don't like surprises, but I do. So, your movement, your journey, where the fuck you need to be. You have got the 10 of Chalices. This is a completion of a happy family. Things are very content around you. Things are going really well. And then where there's a 10 of completion, there's a new beginning, and you've already got it in your manifestation. So you need to make this completion and this new beginning happen. You've got to get that out of your manifestation and into your journey along with your 10. Because what's coming in behind that is the 5 of Chalices. It is another transition card. There is a chalice on the ground. It is spent. It is gone. And it is finally your chance to release all the bullshit and bollocks that this chalice caused you. Let it go. Because there's 3 chalices in the basket that still need your love and attention. It still needs you to be front and centre. It still needs you to show up and be seen. And that's the transition. You've got two transitions here. One is not taking any more flack off of anybody, but the other one is releasing the bullshit that this chalice gave you. Now, this chalice, love comes in many different forms. It could have been a grandparent, a parent, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a brother, a sister. It could have been a lover. It could be a child. But whoever that is, they've just discarded that chalice like it didn't mean anything to them. And it is now your turn to take your time and slowly pour out the last of the remnants of what it is that's held you back. So not only have you got the High Priestess, but you've got the High Priest as well. And he's a 5, and this is transitional as well. He draws energy from the sun, and he's standing in the standing stones. Now, his ethos is that he's traditional. And he's beckoning you into the stones for protection so that he can give you the strength and the knowledge to know that anything traditional, the traditional way you would have dealt with an issue and problem is fine. It doesn't have to be outside the box, although you're getting a clear message that a leap of faith is required. But he's saying, you know, as an air sign, you will want to dot all the I's and cross all the T's. You will want to know the ins and outs of a fish's bum before you make that final decision. And he is saying that's absolutely fine. If that's how you roll, if that's the type of air sign that you are, that you get stuck in your head and you procrastinate a little bit, it's fine. That's traditional for you. So, oh, okay. What's out of your hands, darlings? The universe is working with you very seriously on the number 14, the she. It's another number 5. I think your magic, no matter what it is transforming. And it's transforming at a great rate of knots. And the universe is saying to you, come on, you are transforming. You've got these transition cards here, but you personally are transforming. Your intentions mean something. Your protection means something. Your passion, your desire for whatever it is that you do, whether it's a job or a hobby, whatever it is that really gets that old juices pumping, you know what that is. You know how to deal with it. But you're also getting to the point where you're using the broom to sweep things away from you that is no longer relevant. You've got lavender for protection, rosemary for remembrance. And finally, I get the essence that you are remembering exactly who you was meant to be and not who you've been prescribed to be. But the universe is really helping you with this. And with the Knight of Wands coming in, the universe wants you to know to enjoy this journey. All the twists, the turns, the roundabouts. Yes, you've got the sun there. Yes, it would be great to get to the sun, to get to that success and happiness without doing the twists and turns. But the things that you are going to miss if you take a shortcut across those fields, you're going to miss out on so much. There are experiences that you need to go through, that you need to enjoy the journey. Oh, my lovelies, the crone has come in, number 8. This is communication with your higher self. Now, the crone in other decks is strength, and the reason she's depicted this way in this particular deck is to remind you that you've walked this journey, this pathway for lifetimes. Not just this lifetime, lifetimes. And you are still collecting the knowledge and the wisdom that you need in order to continue your journey. Just because you leave this mortal coil does not mean that your journey ends. Sometimes it means it's just begun. Now you've got a companion there with you. It's the lion. Here's the strength that keeps you going. Now it could be somebody who's a Leo. It could be somebody who's got a strong Leo placement within their birth chart. And right in behind that, in comes the little page of a Themis. They want you to remember to go back to basics. So drawing energy down from the universe, using the knowledge and wisdom from other people, because the knowledge is in this book. It's already written. You haven't done this. The ancestors have done this. So that's your knowledge. The owl is your wisdom. Your candle is your intention. And the moon is the illuminator. Now, the moon won't only illuminate for you what it is that you need to know. It will illuminate a pathway forward. And it will illuminate a truth or an untruth. So just know that working and taking notice of the moon will give you the opportunity to see your magic unraveling. Now, we have got the new moon. I don't know when we've got the new moon. I can't remember. I know we've got the eclipse, the solar eclipse. Hold on a minute. Let me have a look. Would help if I turn these blooming pages over. So the new moon is on the 2nd. The eclipse is on the 4th. The first quarter is on the 10th. The full blood supermoon is on the 17th. Wow, there's a lot going on. And the full blood supermoon is in Aries. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So this month, darling, you're going to see your passion, your desire raising. Whether you are involved with a fire sign or not, your passion and desire is going to raise. Your vibrational energy is going to be lifted. Gemini, it's going to be one of those months where I think you're going to tap into being that true air sign, going through those moments in your head about what you could have done better, what you could have done differently, how you're going to go forward with doing this, but it just magically happening in front of you. Once your intention is set, it'll just happen. Yeah, that's amazing. So reconnecting to your true self. The 8 of Pentacles. This is the master craftsman. Whatever it is you do for a living, you do it well and you do it diligently. You have got the butterfly tree outside the door. Now, butterflies are highly spiritual, and this buddleia just has hundreds of blooms on it, inviting those butterflies to come and visit. The door is open, completely open for new opportunities to be presented to you. And there's a little pigeon down there that is bringing those messages forward. And it may be that it's messages from within as well as from without. So just be prepared for that. The 9 of Chalices are presenting in you reconnecting to your true self. So you've got the 8 of Pentacles, the master craftsman. You do it well. You know you do. The one thing that you need to do is know that you are the answer. The 9 of Chalices is a wish fulfillment card. Now, all those chalices are in the upright. There is a fire for passion and desire behind you. And you've got a crystal ball. And the reason this crystal ball's in front of you, the way it's presented, is because it is your reflection in that crystal ball. You are the answer to whatever the difficulty, whatever the happiness, whatever the joy is that you so desire and working really hard towards. You're the answer. You've got the answer. It's been within you all along. In comes the Queen of Pentacles, male or female, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This person sits looking over her kingdom with great pride, knowing that she is invested wisely into her subjects and into her kingdom. She has got the nut bowl there that depicts the cornucopia, and the tree of life stands behind her with a dove in it. The dove is for peace. The tree indicates that the roots grow deep down, especially the bore root. But there's other roots that splay out across the top of the ground, and that's where the resources get sent to other trees, to other plants. So reconnecting to your true self, I'm going to say to you, ground yourself. Take some time to appreciate what it is that you've got. And if you have got an earth sign in your midst and you know that they are really grounded themselves, take a leaf out of their book. They don't let things grind them down. They kind of like just ground themselves, and they weather the storm. And then in behind that, oh my lovelies, 4 of Wands coming in. Now the 4 of Wands is a celebration. Clearly, it's two sides to this. One can be passion and desire, a celebration of a partnership coming together. I don't care what flavour you choose. It doesn't bother me. I just know that for a lot of you, that this is going to be something to reconnect to your true self. Is you do really well when you're in a passionate partnership. Now that partnership could be a potential life mate, and it could be party engagement, marriage, anniversaries, all of that sort of stuff. On the other hand, if you look at this card, it also could be a partnership of a business, something that you are venturing out to do with somebody else, and it's come to fruition, and you are celebrating the harvest you are asking for there coming in and actually giving you what it is that you want going forward. So that's you reconnecting to your true self. So you already know your shit, you know what to do. You've got the 9 of Chalices here. You are the answer to all of your prayers. You've always had the answer. You've just ignored it. Allow yourself to feel grounded and tap into those around you that can ground themselves easily, so that you get the essence of what it is that you should be doing. And then there's this celebration. You know that a celebration's there. You know it's there. You know it's ready and waiting to come in. You just need to clear the decks of all the bollocks and the bullshit. Where was it? Where was that? That one. Clear it out. Let it go. Because once you've cleared out and you've made space, this will come in. It will come in towards you. 2 of Chalices. This is your outcome. There's definitely a celebration of a partnership around you. And I don't care if it's your granny, your mum, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your bezzy mate, a lover, a child. There is a celebration. And right in behind that celebration, you've got the King of Chalices. So just a word of warning with the King of Chalices. He is really kind and gentle and loving. He knows what he wants and what he doesn't want. But he's also one of these creatures that will be fucked if he's going to tell you how he feels, because he finds that very difficult to open up, although he's very emotional in some places. So if you've got a King of Chalices, male or female, don't care what they what flavour they are, but this king comes in, he will eat at the table with you, he will raise a glass with you, he will do all of those sorts of things, and you think, oh, isn't that lovely, and that lovely. He's not going to tell you in normal terms how he feels. So be prepared for that. And it doesn't have to be somebody that you're in love with. It could just be somebody that you are really close to that just does not voice that kind of thing. So that is your reading. You've got, where's the other one gone? Was it a king? Oh no, it was a queen, wasn't it? You got 2 kings. Is there another king? No, it was a queen. Now you've got a knight and a page. There's the queen. Okay. What's hidden for you? Gemini, this is you. This is your good self. Look at this king of the Thames. Male or female, I don't care what flavour you are. They're very learned. They're very astute on paperwork. They hate, he said, she said, they hate bollocks and bullshit. They don't like things that are weighted heavily against a person who maybe needs help, maybe needs that leg up. You tend to be the advocate for that. He draws energy down from the universe so that he can cut to the quick and get to the bottom of the issue. He is also this creature, he really doesn't do playground bullshit. Really can't get into it. So if this is you, if this is describing you, and when I say he's learned, it's going to be something legal. And I go through all of them. I say it's a solicitor, a lawyer, an advocate. It could be a doctor, a nurse, a social worker, anybody that works in the charitable sector, anybody that works in the police sector. It's got to be something to do with the law. Now, the one thing, because it's hidden from you, it could be that you are going to be looking at some legal documents. Just be really careful with these, that you are able to either decipher what it is that they mean or get somebody else to work with you to look at these documents. Because these documents, and I'm kind of getting that this could be throughout October and then going into November, these documents are really important, because I do get the essence that there may be the need for going to court around an issue. And I'm not getting that this is a direct issue or problem with you. I do get that this is directed at what it is that you do best, and that's advocating for people. So let's just get your angels and your ancestors. Have some knowledge, wisdom and guidance. Oh, nice big pile for Gemini. Oh, left one behind. Anything else for Gemini, please? Okay. So we have Sage. Be devoted and committed to whatever it is your endeavour is. Autumn. Release the old and rest. Isn't that funny that that's coming in autumn? Normally you get either side, but never the real one. Mountains. Stand your ground. Realise that when you're standing your ground like a mountain, and the mountain is fixed, whatever is above the ground, there is the equal amount of that underground. So, you know the old saying, still waters run deep? So do mountains. Heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Do not close yourself off to the possibilities. Winter. Take care of your needs. That is just round the corner. Eagle. See from a higher perspective. Don't close yourself off from seeing things from above, rather than just the 1D or the 2D. You need a 3D perspective on some issues. broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. And stargazer, set your sights higher. Gemini, I hope that was of some help to you. Have a wonderful October. Have a fabulous Samhain or Halloween, however you decide that you're going to celebrate it, or if you don't celebrate it. Happy New Year to my witch followers, and I will catch, oh, and happy birthday to Libras, because I know some Libras do watch Gemini. Wherever you are, darlings, in the world, please be safe, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye for now.